At the outset, I must say that you excel me in gathering, no matter what I do, I never gather such a lovely set of people. So you have that art, you have that networking, that skill, and that relationships, and it's so heartwarming to see Lahore, Alhamra today with all this set of people from institutions and from our public life, and there's some very renowned people sitting here. It's a long way. I've been working in Lahore ever since I came back from Sindh. I started my first 10 years in the province of Sindh, starting from Tharparkar. My first 18 months was spent in the deserts. And then later, after 10 years from Sindh, came to Lahore. But my love for culture stemmed from Sindh, belonging to Lahore, but I learned the depth of culture, the variety, the richness from the deserts to the entire Sindh, and then wanted to do things in Lahore. I won't talk about my story, but then in Lahore, I happened to become deputy commissioner and later parks and horticulture man, and so was always very fond of festivals and events and carnivals and things like that. And in 30 years, Lahore has come a long way. And in that journey of improvement of Lahore, I happened to work very closely with Mr. Shahbaz Sharif. And I must say that in 30 years, Lahore has developed in many, many ways. While we talk so many, wrong things of our country, but let's reflect what it was and what it is today. So wonderful network of roads and bridges and underpasses and then greenery and quality flowers and fountains and chalks and churahas which we rehabilitated. So many, many good things have happened. But later, that's about 5-6 years ago or maybe, I happened to have a word with Shahbaz Sharif Sahab. And I said, sir, we have come a long way, but I think that there is something amiss. No matter what we have done, to me, the city doesn't speak the language that I find in many other countries. And what अच्छा मैंने कहा जी कोई फ़लसफ़े की इजाज़त है, फ़लसफ़े की गुंजाइश है, तो कहने लगे नहीं क्यों नहीं, फ़लसफ़ा बड़ी अच्छी चीज़ है बोले. तो मैंने कहा let's just reflect and try to think what makes a city look beautiful. Is it just the roads and the buildings and network and all this which we have done a great deal? तो कोई चीज़ रहती है, कोई चीज़ की कमी है, कोई एक void है, कोई एक vacuum है. So in my own humble way, I said, मेरे ख्याल से वो ये है कि we do not have public spaces which bring people together. And when I look at the West and places that we go and admire, it's not necessarily Trafalgar Square है, Leicester Square है, आप बैठ जाएं, आप 2 घंटे बैठे रहें. So there's something in the environment which breathes so much of life, so much of spirit, so much of bringing people in a very free, easy, relaxed atmosphere and knitting them together without something really, truly happening. आपको मुश्किल होगा बताना कि ये क्यों हो रहा है, लेकिन ये हो रहा है. तो इधर क्यों नहीं होता? So हमने जितनी खूबसूरती है, and I believe in this, कि हमारी private places जो हैं, private homes जो हैं, वो बहुत खूबसूरत हैं. अभी भी मैं कहूँगा कि west से भी कई जगहों पर our homes outclass lot of उनके apartments हैं, क्या हालात हैं. लेकिन it's all inside. We need to unfold the beauty that rests with us inside to outside. That's what I think is important. And half of the Europe is a sit-out area, the street cafes, and it's when you connect buildings and backdrop with the people, that's the best combination. One without the other is incomplete. You may make a most beautiful building, preserve it, make it a heritage, World Heritage Site, but if the people are not there, or if the people are there but not connecting it and experiencing it in a manner which make it a wholesome experience, then something is amiss. So in this context, I think whatever efforts we have been doing, but a very new, very invigorating, very creative and forceful thing has happened in Lahore in the last few years, and that is through Biennale. And Qudsiya, who is the mover and shaker of the whole exercise, I am really impressed and struck with her passion and her way of doing things and bringing everybody together and then making things happen and open up. One thing that we are mired with is, I call it band management. हम चीज़ों को बंद रखने में समझते हैं ये महफूज हो गई हैं, और instead of finding solution or managing them or finding SOPs, we say the best management, बसंत में problems आए, क्या अब solution है, बंद कर दो, जो horse and cattle show बंद कर दो, New Year Eve बंद कर दो, ग्वाल मंडी food street बंद कर दो. Is this how we deal with our cultural aspects? कहीं security के नाम पे, कहीं religion के नाम पे, we start shutting down, closing down, and then the administration doesn't want to take the challenge of finding the right solution. So we need to, open up, and that's what my small little organization called Walled City Lahore Authority, who's managing the old Lahore and the fort, has tried to do. And you'll be surprised the kind of spaces within the Lahore fort, those were shut down, closed, band management, that I even at my age and stage and my interest in this didn't even know about. कि ये हैं भी हैं या नहीं हैं. For instance, एक जगह है शाही बावर्ची खाना. It was shut down for ages, 30, 40 years. We got it revived, restored it. Today it's become a public space for people to hold events. एक और जगह bunkers, British bunkers, ammunition depot in the Lahore fort. उस पे इतनी झाड़ियाँ थी. I wanted to go in, but despite us being a swimmer all my life, I just couldn't venture. It was no way to access it. और इसी तरह बहुत सारी और spaces जो completely run down थी, the picture wall and so on and so forth. एक और जगह है within the Lahore fort, पता नहीं कितने लोगों को पता है, जिसकी तस्वीरें आप देख रहे थे, लेकिन आपको शायद अंदाज़ा ना हो कि एक तय खाना है जिसको basements भी कहते हैं और summer palace कहते हैं. The Mughals had built on one side, that's the northern side, all the way, Sheesh Mahal ke niche hai, or it runs to the other end. So it is a huge space lying shut down and band management for 150 years. एक दफ़ा हमने उसकी सुरंगों में, अब तो वो सुरंगें ही बन गई हैं क्योंकि चमगादड़ें और ये वो गए, फिर कुछ घबराए से हम आधे घंटे में निकल आए. उसका एक पोर्शन हमने खोल रखा है, which is maybe just 1/10 of the whole place, for selected tourism, and that's where Biennale chose to hold a lot of its installations so that people could come and see. But now the good news for you is that we have got some funding. We are starting a project called the Buffer Zone of Lahore Fort and the Fort Rejuvenation, जिसमें the Summer Palace is एंड कुदसी आपके साथ जो साहब बैठे हैं जिनका आपने जिक्र किया, CEO ऑफ द AKTC आखान ट्रस्ट के तौसीफ ख्वाजा साहब, I tell you, it's been such a wonderful partnership of Walled City and the Khan Trust for the last more than 10 years. And that's how we were able to do certain things in partnership which we exclusively may not have been able to do. And even if we had done, it wouldn't have come to that level of, let's say, expertise and finesse. And this शाही हमाम, आप में से पता नहीं कितने लोगों ने देखा। एक तो प्रॉब्लम ये है कि हमारे अपने शहर में, अपने मुल्क में उतनी वो लेवल ऑफ इंटरेस्ट जो है, इसलिए मैं आपको मती हूँ कि आप कैसे ये क्रिएट कर लेती हैं। तो इनसे कहिएगा जिन्होंने नहीं देखा, कम एंड सी द दिल्ली दरवाजे के अंदर जो पहली बिल्डिंग है उसका नाम है शाही हमाम। एंड द वे इट हैज़ बीन डन बाय द खान ट्रस्ट, इट्स amazing. It's gained the UNESCO award. So we got the UNESCO award for restoration of this place. Then कुछ गलियां हैं, मोहल्ले हैं, कूचे हैं जिनमें बहुत बेहतरी आई है। People go there and they say, अच्छा ये तो स्पेन लगता है, ये इटली लगता है तो हमारा ही शहर, लेकिन it's how you keep it, how you present it and package it and showcase it. Then the Wazir Khan Chowk Choraha, that has become a small little miracle, जहाँ उसकी दहलीज पे खरादिए और वो वेल्डर्स बैठे होते थे और हुजरे धसे हुए थे और एक तूफ़ान बदतमीज़ी था। वहाँ आप जाइए तो आप एक, it's a small oasis and there's a craft bazaar in those hujras, and there are historic houses which have been restored and a stage for community to come and enjoy. It's enclosed, enclave, public space in a very crowded surroundings. So these kind of steps we are taking, and but without elaborating too much, I must say that we feel proud, despite many, inhibitions, criticism. Walled City has opened up its spaces. The Lahore Fort, for the first time, I can say, in 300 years or more, has been permanently lit up. It has been opened up for the weekends for a tour called History by Night, which has become very, very popular. So there was, except for the state dinners, no time Lahore Fort was ever open to the public in the evenings. So when Biennale approached us, and I could make out the quality, the creativity, the standard that is coming in. So we said there couldn't be a better way of coming together and making people come and see the art at such renowned places. So some people said, nahi, ye to World Heritage Site hai, ye hai, wo hai. Anyways, so all spaces were opened up, and I want to assure Biennale that all spaces will be opened up, inshallah. They may be, I can say that at the behest of the Lahore administration, because I know the commissioner and others, the chief secretary, they're all for this kind of thing. And so on behalf of the city administration, on behalf of the old Lahore and the fort, I give you this complete assurance that we will be there. Because ये अजीब बात है, just a few years ago, our public installations of missiles and tanks, हमारे चौक चौराहे जो हमने सजाए हुए थे, वो गौर करें आप। सो शुक्र है वो कल्चर कुछ बदला है। तो मैंने जब आई बिकेम CDA चेयरमैन, तो उधर जहाँ आज मैकडोनल्ड्स है इस्लामाबाद में, उसके सामने चौक है, तो वहाँ भी एक बड़ा सा मिसाइल था। तो मैंने जाते ही पहले तो वो वहाँ से रिमूव किया। तो वो फिर कुछ लोगों ने मुझे पूछना शुरू कर दिया, ये क्यों। उस ज़माने में शायद वो नरेंद्र मोदी नहीं, वो आ रहे थे वाजपेयी साहब, ओ कुछ अखबारों ने लिखा है ये वाजपेयी की आमद पे ये ऐसा हो रहा है, और सो इस किस्म के स्कैंडल्स भी बनते रहे. लेकिन शुक्र है, everybody, all agencies and everybody cooperated. Better senses prevailed in the country, and now our public spaces are meant to be happy spaces. The only thing which really matter is to see people all joining together at public, not in private spaces. Private spaces may be a very happy people. We have great time and great functions and great music and all that. But it's a public space where it doesn't happen too often. यहाँ जलसे बहुत ज़ोर से होते हैं, यहाँ पे processions religious बड़े ज़ोर से होते हैं, लेकिन जो cultural programs है, एक आपने इवेंट भी करना हो, एक कॉन्सर्ट करना हो, तो उस पर ये होता है नहीं जी ये तो सिक्योरिटी का इशू हो जाएगा, एक कोई अजीब किस्म की एतराज़ात शुरू हो जाते हैं. मुझे नहीं समझ आती कि ये एतराज़ात पॉलिटिकल जब चीज़ें होती हैं या रिलीजियस होती हैं उस वक्त क्यों नहीं होते, वो उस वक्त क्यों नहीं अप्लाई होते, और सिर्फ कल्चरल और सोशल पर क्यों अप्लाई होते हैं. But people like you are crusaders, and I welcome John, whom I have met a couple of times with you. I have learned, Nussi was telling me and many others, कि he is, मैं ज़रा मेरी कम आएगी उतना मुझे पता नहीं, लेकिन I learned from many people that he is the man, he is the real artist, and we all should be very privileged, very happy and honored with his visit here. And so hopefully this all will go very well. Thank you. Thank you very much. बहुत शुक्रिया.